Hi guys, Roscoe here, and welcome to an update of my Hot Toys Predator collection. Now I've acquired 3 more characters since my last update video. The character count now stands at 24. That's not including the tracker hounds though. So here they all are. I've taken them out of their cabinets. Sorry I've had to squish them all together. It's the only way I could get them to fit on my counter here, because the amount of them is getting quite large. And when I do get Nolan and the new Samurai Predator, I'm probably going to have to do an update video over 2 parts, because I just don't have the room to put them all out at once. But here they all are. Really is a sight to see in person, seeing this many. Alright, let's go take a closer look at them. From Predator 1, we have Dutch, the Predator 1 Classic, and Billy. Now I've customised a spare head sculpt. Of course I was not at all happy with the Hot Toys version, which looks nothing like the Billy character. What I did is actually repainted the hair black and actually used a cotton tip and nail polish remover to remove the paint off the face. That way I've got the accurate skin tone which matched the rest of the body. And then I've painted the eyebrows and war paint back on, as the war paint was a bit low, so I watched the film and just looked to see the position of it and painted it in the right spot, a bit higher. And I also painted the abrasion or cut on his face as well. So I'm much more happy with the outcome of this guy compared to the way it came. Alright, from the Predator 2 series, I have the battle damage version, and I have the open mandible sculpt displayed there with the blood, which looks quite awesome. Here's the Predator 2 Elder, which is an outstanding piece, very sought after, going for quite a large amount on eBay, which is understandable, especially with a head sculpt like that. Alright, there's the original Predator 2 City Hunter, which is the non-battle damage version. It doesn't come with the open mandibles, just the clothes, which still looks really, really good. Definitely one of my favourites, the Predator 2. Alright, here's a new guy I've picked up since the last update video, which is the Shadow Predator. Incorporates the new body, or thicker body, with better concealed joints. He's quite a heavy collectible. Yeah, really like this guy. It's an awesome character. In the back we have the Lost Predator. Taking the mask off this time, as pretty much this is how he is in the film. I didn't like how Hot Toys mixed up probably 3 of the characters in one for this. You got one character with that head sculpt, you got another character with the spear, and another character with the mask. So I'm going to leave the mask off and keep him as his standard self. Then we have the Guardian Predator, or Gort as he's known as well. And that's just a repaint of Predator 1 with the Predator 2 armour, but still a cool collectible. Now, here we have the rarest of the Predator clans that Hot Toys have done. They were the first ever made as well. That probably contributes to their rarity. Some of these are going up, well over $1,000 at the moment, which is absolutely crazy, but people are paying that. Here we have the Scar Predator. Then we have the Celtic. Now a lot of people don't like these ones, but I find them really, really good. They're very large, very bulky, and I just love the armour on them. And despite what people say about the head sculpts, if you look in the film, the head sculpts, you know, how Hot Toys are done are pretty accurate to the film. So you can't really blame Hot Toys for the head sculpts. I think you blame the creators who did the mask or head sculpts in the film. They look nothing like the original or traditional Predators, but they're still cool. Here we have the Chopper Predator, the back there with the human skulls. Next we have the Elder, which is quite a large and has quite a few accessories hanging off of him. You gotta be careful when you pick him up, especially with his cape. And he required, for me, to spend maybe 2 to 3 hours inserting all the quills into his head, which is quite a tedious task, but well worth it. Looks a lot better with them on. Plus it's more accurate to the film than if you don't add them. Alright, here we have my Grail piece, which is the Anycom Scar. Has the open mandible look, showing the character at the end of the film when he's fighting the alien queen, which is absolutely awesome. This was probably the rarest Hot Toys Predator, maybe the rarest hot toy ever. Only 200 were produced, and I've seen this sell at auction for about $2,500. So it's going for insane prices, and rarely comes up on eBay, but when it does, some people I've seen put on for $2,800 and upwards. I've even seen one for $4,000. It just sits there though, so it's not really selling because not many people can afford that much for a figure. So, but it has gone for huge amounts, which is understandable seeing how rare it is. Right, 2 more characters in the AVP series which are quite rare. Here's the Ancient Special Edition, or the US version. It comes with the impaled alien head with the spear, but I still have this guys in the box. Haven't got it out yet. And at the back we have the Asia Edition Ancient, which I prefer out of the 2. But they're still both quite cool, and they are quite rare and go for lots of money as well. Alright, the next lot, we have the AVP-R, so the Animus Predator Requiem Predator, which is the wolf. Here we have the cleaner kit version with the one shoulder cannon. Comes with a handheld one as well. There's the base with the alien head, all beaten up and smashed. And at the back we have the standard, or the first release, with the double shoulder cannons and the open whip. I actually prefer the first version better because of that, the whip and the double shoulder cannons. The head sculpt here is really cool. I like the paint app on the original a bit better than the newer release. But the thing that seals the deal with this guy is it actually comes with the cleaner kit and the open mandibles. So he's quite a cool Predator. Next we have the She Predator Machiko, which is a concept figure or comic character. She's quite cool, quite detailed, and quite short compared to them. Now the new guys, the Super Predators. We have the Falconer, with his falcon up there, and we have Berserker in all his awesomeness, which is a must-have out of the Super Predators. And another one I've required since my last video is the Tracker, which is absolutely awesome. Very weighty, quite bulky character with all his armour. I just love the mask, that metallic sheen to it. Plus he comes with the Tracker Hound. Also we have Royce, that actually looks quite short compared to them all as well. He's very light compared to the rest of the human characters. And last but not least, we have the new classic Predator, which I feel they should have called him the Captive Predator to avoid any confusion with the original, which is quite an awesome piece and easily one of my favourites out of the whole set. And I've also bought doubles of these guys, which I'm keeping mint, possibly to trade at quite a later date, or just keep them mint just because I really like the Predator characters, as you can see. And I have another exclusive version from Sideshow coming of this guy, so that should be here any day now. And lastly, I've got 5 tracker hounds, which I thought were quite cool, so I bought a few extras. Got a little carried away. Hopefully that Hot Toys bring out some more of the Lost Tribe. Really like to see that finished, because they are quite awesome characters. One thing I'd really like to see is the rest of the reconnaissance team, or the rescue team from the first Predator film. That would be awesome to see Blaine and Mac and a few of the other guys. Not sure if it's worth Hot Toys' while to do that, but I'd love to see that. I'm going to get the Nolan figure, which goes with the Predator series. A lot of people are putting it down, but I really like it still. The character wasn't very strong in the film, but I'd prefer that over and the other human characters in the film. They just, to me, would seem a little bit boring compared to how the Nolan character would look visually as a figure, with the Predator mask and the samurai armor. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will be getting the artist concept samurai Predator, which seems interesting and looks pretty good. Just hopefully they keep that quality, or the prototype quality, with the rest of them. So looking forward to that. Alright, that's all from me on my collection. Hope you've enjoyed this update. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.